There are some places in this world that seem untouched by time, where the air is clean, the mountains are still, and the only sound is the wind weaving through tall grass. Baisaran Valley, near Pahalgam in India's Kashmir region, is one of those places. But on April 22nd, 2025, that silence was shattered, and what happened on that day changed everything. That morning, 5 gunmen arrived in the valley. They didn't come for soldiers. They didn't storm a police post. They came for tourists. Families on holiday, couples on their honeymoon, children playing in the grass. One by one, they forced people to declare their religion. They were asked to recite a religious verse, a kalma, to prove it. And those who couldn't or wouldn't were executed on the spot. 26 people lost their lives that day. Most were Hindu men, unable or unwilling to recite the kalma. Among the victims was also a local Muslim man who had stepped in to protect the tourists, begging the gunmen to spare them. He was killed too. A Christian tourist was also among the dead. This was the deadliest civilian attack in India since 2008, and it happened in a place that was just reclaiming its place among one of the most sought-after holiday destinations for Indian tourists. The world watched the footage, bodies lying in the open, survivors calling for help, a newly married young woman sitting beside her husband's lifeless body, unable to move, unable to speak. The horror wasn't just in the brutality of the act, it was in its clarity. This was more than an act of terror, it was a message that fear could be planted anywhere, that no one was safe. For many in India, this pain is familiar. It's a feeling passed on from one generation to the next. The fear of losing someone without a warning, the anxiety of everyday places turning into scenes of mourning. The attacks are not statistics, they are memories. And they leave scars that don't fade because so often justice doesn't come. Because too many times, those who plan and support such violence vanish behind the borders, protected by silence, by denial, and by politics. This isn't the first time terror has taken hold of India's cities and streets. India has seen this before, too many times to count. On March 12, 1993, 12 bombs exploded across Bombay, killing 257 people and injuring over 1,400. The attacks targeted the city's economic heart, the stock exchange, Air India building, and crowded markets. Investigators traced the operation to Dawood Ibrahim, India's most wanted fugitive, and his D Company syndicate, which orchestrated the blast in retaliation for the Babri Masjid demolition. Tiger Menon, a key conspirator, fled to Pakistan, where he remains sheltered despite India's extradition requests. After a thorough investigation, over 100 people were convicted, including Bollywood star Sanjay Dutt, for illegal arms possession. Pakistan denied harboring Dawood Ibrahim, but leaked intelligence reports and Interpol red notices confirm his presence in Karachi. Despite years of extradition requests, he remains at large, protected by the very state that denies his presence. On December 13, 2001, 5 armed men stormed India's parliament, killing 9 security personnel. The attackers, linked to Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed, were neutralized, but not before their assault brought the nation to a standstill. Mohammad Afzal Guru, a Kashmiri man convicted of facilitating the attack, was executed in 2013. His alleged confession revealed Jaish-e-Mohammed's training camps in Pakistan-administered Kashmir, founded by ISI, Pakistan's inter-service intelligence. The United States later designated Jaish-e-Mohammed as a terrorist group, but Pakistan's refusal to extradite Masood Azhar, its founder, remains a diplomatic flashpoint. On October 29, 2005, 4 years later, 3 bombs tore through Delhi's Sarojini Nagar and Pahalgam markets minutes before Diwali, killing 62 people and injuring further 210. This time, the attacks were orchestrated by Lashkar-e-Taiba in collaboration with the Students' Islamic Movement of India. Tariq Ahmed Dar, a Srinagar-based Lashkar-e-Taiba operative, was arrested and he confessed to orchestrating the blasts using Pakistani handlers. Traced phone records established direct connection to Muzaffarabad in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, while forensic evidence tied the explosives to ISI-founded Lashkar-e-Taiba networks. Despite India's dossier of evidence, Pakistan dismissed it as circumstantial, and Lashkar-e-Taiba's Hafiz Saeed continues to operate freely in Lahore. The man convicted of helping plan this attack as well as the previous one, Mohammad Afzal Guru, was executed in India. Three years later, on November 26, 2008, 10 Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists arrived by sea from Karachi, attacking Mumbai CTS station, Taj Hotel, Chabad House. Among the 166 killed were 28 foreigners from 14 different countries. The lone survivor, Ajmal Kasab, confessed to training in Lashkar-e-Taiba camps under ISI supervision. India provided DNA evidence, GPS data, and satellite phone logs, providing Pakistani state complicity. David Coleman Hadley, an American Lashkar-e-Taiba operative, later revealed ISI officers had helped plan the attack. The United States offered a $10 million bounty for Hafiz Saeed, but avoided direct pressure on Pakistan. Again, in spite of all the evidence provided from Indian side, very little came out of it. Same pattern of lies and denial followed, and the international community and the media ignored all the evidence and portrayed the conflict as disagreement between two feuding countries, rather than treating the issue with the importance it deserved. Western media often has the tendency to twist the narrative to suit its agendas. For example, if an attack occurs on Western soil, it is termed as terrorism without a second thought. But when the same happens to non-Western country, the term changes to militant attack or a gunman attack or a long-standing conflict between the two countries. They do not hesitate to hyphenate the victim and the perpetrator, as if they both are the same in the eyes of the law. Western hypocrisy at its best. In 2019, a suicide bombing in Pulwama killed 40 Indian paramilitary soldiers. The attacker, Adil Ahmed Dar, was radicalized by Jaish-e-Mohammed via videos from Pakistan. India retaliated with the airstrikes in Balakot, Pakistan, targeting Jaish-e-Mohammed camps. Satellite images confirmed the damage, but Pakistan dismissed it as fictional in 2023. The United States confirmed Jaish-e-Mohammed's presence in Pakistan, yet no sanctions followed. The recent attacks in Baisaran Valley, Pahalgam, was claimed by the Resistance Front, TRF, a Lashkar-e-Taiba offshoot. Indian forces killed 2 attackers and identified the others via biometric data. All 5 of them had crossed from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Satellite images revealed training camps in Muzaffarabad, while intercepted communication tied the resistance front handlers to ISI offices in Rawalpindi. Despite India sharing evidence with the United Nations, Pakistan dismissed it as fabricated, and China blocked sanctions against the resistance front leaders. After the 2008 Mumbai attacks, FBI assisted India but avoided implicating Pakistan's military. Following Pulwama attacks, France and Germany backed India's call to blacklist Jaish-e-Mohammed in the United Nations, but China vetoed it. The Pahalgam evidence was shared with the Five Eyes Alliance. After each attack, messages of support arrive from around the world. Intelligence agencies share information, and international pressure mounts for action against those responsible. Yet, the path to justice is often slow, complicated by politics and denials. India has responded by strengthening its investigative agencies, improving security infrastructure, and demanding accountability on the global stage. But for many Indians, the world's outrage feels fleeting. The sense of abandonment is real. The feeling that justice is always delayed and that the suffering of ordinary people is too easily forgotten. This video is for those who have lost loved ones, for those who refuse to be silent, and for anyone who believes that the lives shattered in Pahalgam and countless other attacks before deserve more than passing sympathy. They deserve truth, justice, and the world's unwavering attention. If you're watching from outside India, understand this. These attacks are not isolated or distant. They are the lived reality of millions, and their pain should matter to all of us. The impact of terror is measured not only in numbers, but in the quiet determination of those who rebuild and the dignity of those who remember. India's response is not just about defense, but about affirming the value of every life disrupted or lost. The world's cage may shift, but for those affected, the search for answers and hope for peace remain constant.